right in the PowerPoint. So Fantasia starts off as the Sorcerer's Apprentice with Mickey. It's a meeting, Disney meets with Leopold Stokowski, and they come up with this idea. And unfortunately, the budget just goes insane for the Sorcerer's Apprentice and gets to $125,000 for a 6-minute short. They're averaging 6 minutes. That's a guesstimate, okay? Which is just in 1939, when it had been in process, is just way off the charts. So he, and do note the redesign of Mickey's eyes. Okay, so he gets the little eyeballs, and he gets flesh coloring, and so he no longer has that moving around black spot in the big white field there. So, anyhow, so Disney decides to do a concert feature. So this gets into his idea of taking animation as an art form and making it a high art up there with the classical sculpture, paintings, architecture, and things. So he brings in renowned artists to work on it, like Oskar Fischinger, the German abstract artist, and we got some of his work for later on in the semester, or block, or whatever it is. So I'm really excited about that. And also brings in Salvador Dali to consult on doing a piece. So, which then doesn't finish until sometime in the 1990s, when Roy Jr. realizes, wait, if we finish the film, we then own all the Salvador Dali artwork, which is now worth a ton of money. So they finished the film. And anyhow, so it's designed as a modular piece. So you have different pieces of music, and it's designed to go across the country, and then every year get a piece replaced with a new piece. So it's an ever-evolving movie and revenue stream, okay? And so that within 5 years, you'd be watching a totally different Fantasia. And then they could start re-releasing the classic release of Fantasia, and have these concert shows going through the country. That's the big vision of it, okay? Okay, part of the problem is Fantasia is, one of the revolutionary things about Fantasia is not just the quality of the artwork, the beautiful shading, the beautiful special effects, it's the sound, okay? And what he does is he comes up with Fantasound. Fantasound is a 32-track audio system. So 32 speakers around the theater. And so the music would roll through the theater. And you're like, that sounds like THX. Yes, but that's 1976. Okay, Lucas does that. And so Disney's doing it in 1940. And that's one of the great revolutions, but also the Achilles heel of Fantasia, is that it would cost so much for the theaters to upgrade their sound systems and put in all the speakers so that you can have that dynamic sound. And so, and with the cost of metal at the beginning of the war and things skyrocketing, as we start to send battleships and aircraft and stuff over to English, it's just too expensive for most theaters. So the Fantasia it's considered a flop because financially it's a flop, and it doesn't make money till 1968. But part of that's because it's only released in 13 road shows, 13 theaters across the whole US, because it's not meant to be a standard movie. Okay, first you got the surround sound, but the thing is, you'd have to call up the theater and book a ticket. It's meant to be like going to a concert. So you call up the theater, book a ticket, and then you'd show up and you'd be taken to your seat in the theater by a Disney-trained staff member, okay, as an usher. And just like going to a theater concert, you would get a program. So this is my father's program, and so full, right side up. You know, so this is it. It was meant to be high art. I can go back into its frame for another year. All right. I love that little moment. So it has a full program. As you note, there is an intermission. Okay, so the Terracotta Fugue in D minor is abstract and is highly influenced by Oscar Fichinger. You know, we have the Nutcracker Suite, Sorcerer's Apprentice, which is the Mickey Mouse. Then I'll talk after the break about the Pastoral Symphony. Then we go into the Dance of Hours, and we have the Night on Bald Mountain, which is with Chernobor, animated by Vladimir Bill Tytla. That is so powerful and demonic and has all this Halloween stuff in it, he has to put in the Ave Maria to sort of sanctify and get it so he can play it in the middle of the country, which is the more Christian part of the United States. Anyhow, yeah, I think that's, yeah, oh, right, yeah, so yeah, changing program, I talked about that. There was talk about doing the Ride of the Valkyrie, and yeah, okay. All right, let's get into it, and yeah, 9 o'clock. This is the thing, I'm on a tight schedule because this is so big, which was the problem last week. Don't set the building on fire this week. Naughty, naughty students. All right. Another nice thing about this course is we can be looking at what is quality. What is quality of animation? What is quality of design, texturing?